Okay, so last time I played this game, bro, we did a lot. We did a whole entire dungeon. And now I'm looking for Marie because all the side stuff that I said I was gonna do, I did. Let's see what I did. None of my stats actually went up, but I swear I did 2 stat stuff. I actually did an optional dungeon, and at the end of the dungeon, I had to fight some type of minotaur, and it was weird, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It was kind of a hard fight because he would do this move that basically wiped your whole party if you used mage, and I'm a mage. But we gotta find Marie wherever she's at. I also did Strolls, Bond. I'm just gonna call them social links, bro, because that's just what we know them as. Like, I'll definitely get what I'm trying to say. Strolls is pretty good. Basically, the people from his kingdom that survived are all living here, and he's trying to get housing for them. My favorite one so far is Hulkenberg's, though, because there was some guy that was like, basically, that knew of her. He's basically a prick now, and he was like being racist, pretty much. Calling me weak, and why are you running around with him? Basically just, I don't know, low-key sounded like jealousy a little bit. You know that little half-blood girl. Can't let a girl like that walk the streets alone. You're just asking for trouble. She went inside. What the heck? Why do you let her go through? And you mean to tell me I've been circling around the place that she is the whole time? The way her eyes looked, I'd not be the one to stop her now. She's been coming to pray for a while, no matter how many glares she gets. The look in her eye, what is he talking about? Yo, Marie, are you alright?
Huh? Why?
So, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely. One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray, and he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral is broken?
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore. But I know Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again. Hasn't he? It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I? But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave? Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
That's not why.
He's right, Maria. It's not your fault at all.
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
It'll work out somehow. I'm sure of it.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
In an ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. The prince told me that once.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
Right.
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
That is true, bro. And what's crazy is even though that might be the king's intentions, like, Luis is still a candidate, like a big candidate, so that's really bad.
Even so, we have to try.
Maria, you're safe. Oh, you had me worried sick.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria. Yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together. Thank you for finding her.
I'm glad nothing happened to her.
It looks like she's worked things out.
That's good.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
Right.
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
I mean, I'm not awake enough for this. I'm going back to sleep. Think about it together, bro. You don't gotta take that burden by yourself.
Let's think about it together. Keeping me company, are you? You really are a strange one. My kind of strange, if I'm honest. That book, is that the novel you're always carrying around? Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Can you read?
Please. I'm clearly no scholar, but I was once spoiled enough to have a private tutor. Right. Let's have a look then. Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves. One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions. Couldn't be further from reality, could it? With a kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now.
Exactly.
And this idea of competing for
Openly
public
now.
support. Here it
He
sounds
openly
so
doing that.
commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the king's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration? Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, tribal perspective always divides us. Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political. Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive. A problem with no easy solution, I fear.
The Clamars are the biggest tribe. That may, ooh, I can relate that to real life. Okay, I can definitely relate that.
Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, the discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you. I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse. Sleep should come easier now. Think I'll give it another chance. Wait, how long have you been asleep?
He was asleep the whole time, bro. Nah, it's funny.
Time marches on, and the age
I remember,
of the new
like,
king draws
I don't
near.
know what I was mad about, bro, but I was ranting to my roommate. I get done talking, I just start hearing him snore. I'm like, dang, bro was done the whole time. But I felt better still, bro.
Ladies
It's always
and
good to
gents,
talk out your thoughts.
Have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime. To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom.
Whole kingdom.
We call it the Tournament for the Throne. Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials. First, we have the Exhibition of the Brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win.
That sounds like something
Official
fun.
word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch or in it to win?
Sounds good to me.
Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius's personal effects.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
But that attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it will be easy, and the real trick will be finding it. We wouldn't leave it unprotected.
That's true. It'd be
That
difficult.
reminds me, a crier for the church was handing these out.
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now. An interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels. But saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
You think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor? He's been in first place this whole time.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wait, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. What are we supposed to do?
Need a plan and then take action. As an elder, I'm an outcast in the city. I think that gives us an advantage here. Oh yeah, true, because I feel like even if we end up bringing home the biggest head, or even killing something crazy like a human or something, they're gonna be like, oh, he's an elder, it doesn't count. Like,
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us?
yes, I was,
Besides,
bro.
the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
Wait. It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there. This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying. Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
If all we need to
Yes,
do is get Luis's
sir.
attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
The game is leading down the path that I'm thinking it's gonna lead down. Because think about it, we can't kill any of the candidates for the throne unless we're in a duel with them. And I'm pretty sure that means that they have to agree to fighting us one-on-one, I'm pretty sure, because any other person that gets close is gonna get frozen like Grius was. So I'm pretty sure we're heading down the path to be like a candidate. So, yes, sir. So far, I'm right, you know?
I see. An
I like being right.
undercover operation, is it? Quite a gambit. But it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Just hold on
Right.
a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
Infiltrating Luis's ranks will be dangerous. If I'm found out, I'll be good as dead.
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
Hell yeah, let's do it. It's for Marie. It's for Marie.
If it's for Maria's sake.
I see.
Right. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. No matter who someone is, They deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Right.
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
Let's do this. I inherited Greece's journal. Yeah, this game's shaping up again, bro, for the next arc.
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger? Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
Listen. I have to carry on his legacy, bro.
I have to carry on his legacy.
I see. Well, I'm sure he'd be glad to hear it.
The difference is I don't have kids, so it's all right, bro. If I had kids, bro, I would not be doing this.
I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
What's the competition?
It's a big, grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
So you're going to try and become king? Wow! Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
Chill.
I hadn't thought of that.
Is it even possible? Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we'll need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we are unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceania's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
Okay.
This should be the place, right?
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Hey? Bit young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
I'm the one entering, gang.
I'm the one entering.
You? Really?
I've not heard of any age restrictions. They're a problem?
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you just do your job, please?
This is
Can
crazy,
we
bro.
register or not?
The prejudice is crazy.
Ah, an elder. Now that I think of it, weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern fort? Thought I heard
I'm about to
they
mute
were all
my mic.
wiped out.
You're being loud, bro.
What? We got a deserter turning up.
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too. Well, hardly matters without captain to verify it with. Go on, then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
That was a close one.
And, obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you. You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral. Don't be late.
But if it's this easy to like be a candidate, I wonder how many candidates there's gonna
Find us
be.
a carriage.
As for
Jeez.
us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
And it is a fantasy world. There's a lot to choose from.
Some postings over there. They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
Yeah. There's a dude. What
Looks
the
like
heck?
everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out.
But which? Bigger is probably better.
Hang on! There's nothing but small-time contracts here.
Are you not here for this tournament then? Bit slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. There's literally a dude up here.
Heisme, a villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
Bro has devil horns. Do I really even want to fight him? Like, is he in my bracket? Like,
this might just be perfect.
You have any idea who that is?
bro, what are you in? Pajamas? Like,
that man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin, you can be sure of that.
I have an ex-royal knight on my team, and she is pretty good. So I don't doubt he's pretty good. But still, she's not, you know what I'm saying, impenetrable. Actually, well, I ain't even gonna do Hulkenberg like that. I'm not gonna say she's the worst party member, because Stroll be getting dropped too sometimes. So you know what, we gonna keep.
Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning. They want kingly types, not children play acting.
How are you kingly? Wait, that's not no kingly fit. You look like you just rolled out of bed. Ugly ass fake chain you got. Trash. Don't make me have to smack you, bro. Don't make, bro.
Stuck up little.
I'm saying.
Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
Who do you think he is? Who is that?
What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
To stop his evil deeds? We don't need him to win. Maybe he has a big... I love this game, bro. I actually do love this game, bro. All these answers are kind of stupid, though. We don't need to win. Maybe that's the answer?
Maybe it's because we don't actually have to win.
Sharp as always, Captain.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
I trust Stroll,
man. As long as
man.
you can convince Hulkenberg, I guess.
Maybe she knows him.
Are you really taking the bounty on Heisme? You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our
I think I'm getting what Stroll's saying. Think about it. We're doing this to win people's favor ultimately, not necessarily to win the tournament. Just because someone wins the tournament doesn't exactly mean they're gonna get everybody's favor. Just think about it, the king could peer in the mines. If they bring down Heisme, which is supposed to be this infamous dude that's also an ex-royal knight that everybody seems to know, because that one dude just randomly walked in and knew him, everyone's gonna be like, dang, that bounty flyer was on the board for a minute and they just took it down. Like, they're built. And my rank's gonna go up, so I definitely get what Stroll's saying right now. Telling you, bro, big brain. This game, big brain.
Pardon, gentlemen. I'm Barton, a guard captain from Atira, a town to the south. The bounty on Heisme is up at my behest.
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Heisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones. Our children. Selling them off, some say. If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
Rosa.
That's the trouble.
What the heck?
He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep in the territory of vicious giant worms. We've no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured himself.
I see. Tricky problem indeed.
I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it.
I don't blame them. He looks creepy.
Thing, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
Hey, bro. We would never laugh, bro.
We would never laugh at such a plight.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man. We'll take your contract.
Thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything. Closure. Thank you all. And thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Martira, the old castle town. Please, make haste.
I got you, bro. Let's do this. Martira.
No backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
He's saying that like she's hard to convince. I don't think it's gonna be that hard to convince her. He's on board, bro. She probably knows him now I'm thinking about it. Added to the memoriam. I need to read this more, bro. I did say I was gonna read it more on my own, but I have not. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Where is the... Oh, it's all the way down here. That's probably why I don't even be seeing it. This is Stroll's old place. Mountain village governed by a house. Atlus, or however you say it. Ooh, so this is really finna be another town that we can go to. Hold on. Hold on, now I'm hyped.
Wait.
Oh, okay. I accept the quest, my fault.
Oi, oi.
No, thank you.
Man, shut up, bro. Is that a face stat? Does he have a face stat? Nobody's about to choose you as king, bro. Get out of here. Goofy. Feel like a freaking goofy, bro.
Let's focus.
Do this. Oh, you gain courage.
Let's call it.
It's gonna be fun. I need to turn in my quest to what's her face? The shady woman? Brigitte.
No registration.
No,
because I did that optional
We
dungeon.
found ourselves a perfect target.
I just haven't had the time to turn it in yet.
Stroll.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
See, both of them are hiding something, bro. That's so y'all both, bro.
No, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get.
Yo.
And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
It was not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
And we're about to go fight one. That's the thing. You should have told her. Stroll, tell her, bro.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Oh my goodness.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight.
Bro, we're gonna go there, fight him, and Hulkenberg's gonna be like,
Let's rest.
Dad, is that you? I really hope not, bro. What the heck is going on, bro? I asked Fabian for a map to Matria. She gave me the one from Grius' personal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't push us.
Now then.
Alright, y'all bet. Bet. Let me save the game. And I'm hyped. I'm hyped. Let's go to this place and see what's up. You know what I'm saying? We can't really do anything right now, so we gotta just go in our room. Let me make sure that everything's good, because sometimes my face cam... I'm here, I'm still here. Okay. Sometimes my face cam, or like my phone will die and I won't know, because I have my phone turned on the opposite because my back camera is way more clear than my front camera. So I'll just be making sure I'm still recording. I can't see. Unless y'all want me to, you know, get up and, you know, see my phone from the other side, but that's too much work. I'm not getting up in the middle of a video. Yes, you can come in, Maria. What's up, gang? Want to read some more?
Want to read some more?
Not today.
Oh.
You're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just... Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
Oh, it's all right. You don't have to worry.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again, can you tell me more about the outside world?
I got you. Promising returns. Curative coney roast?
I never got
You be
a chance
cooking?
to say this to Papa. So, thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
I'm trying to really think about what she just said. You truly are devoted to him.
You truly are devoted to him, aren't you?
I suppose I am at that. A guiding oath of 12 years is not easily cast aside. But that book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
I do, yeah. When she bro, she was not playing. I'm over here thinking, especially from the trailers, that she's finna be some mage, because that's just what we've been conditioned for most JRPGs with female characters. But I like her more like strong. Like, she really stands out. That's basically all I'm gonna say. You get what I'm trying to say. She really stands out from the what's the word for it? The how do I forget this word, bro? No, I'm not moving on until I remember this word. The stereotype. There you go. I don't know why it was so hard for me to think of that word. But yeah. When you got me thrown out. No, that's crazy. I do.
Now that you mention it, I do.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned.
Now that I'm thinking about it too, like, she's actually the first party member we met then.
You needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents. Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two?
Everybody want to read the book, bro. Hey, we gonna have to like print another copy or something. Give everybody on the party a copy, bro.
Concern a system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country.
Yeah, it's showing them vote. It's kind of like the king came into like modern day America or something and just like watched how we do stuff here and just went back in the game. I was like, all right, now I'm back in the present. We finna make this happen.
Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people.
And also, let me reiterate too, that doesn't mean that I'm saying that my country or any country is perfect. Like, there still be a lot of stuff going on, and even though this game is saying you know, this is the perfect world without division. There's still a lot of division going on, but a lot of people like to paint out the world that we live in as being like this super horrible place, when in reality it's still the best that it's been in like previous years. Because if you go back in history, it used to be horrible. People weren't taking baths, people were like killing each other, there was a lot of like slavery going on. I don't need to say it, like we know history, bro. So compared to back then, it's not as bad as it was, bro. Like there was this funny meme that I watched, and it was like, if you had a time machine, where would you go? Because literally, like, if you go like even just 100 years back, you probably wouldn't survive in the climate that it is today. Because today, bro, everything is like really soft. Like even just recording, bro, like shoot, if I was born back then, like, bro, I'd have to be subjugated to working since I'm like 3 or 4 years old. I wouldn't be able to just pick up a camera and just have fun and spend time like this. I would be outside all day and not be able to come back in. And when I do come back in, it's shower, sleep, rinse and repeat. Like people used to work in factories, all types of junk, bro. Like people take for granted the luxury that we have nowadays, bro. But yeah, I just had to say that, bro. I had to get that off my chest.
In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, it's not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest dream 'tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Telling you, bro.
Time marches on, and the age
We're all
of the
devoted
new
to saving
king
the prince, but I
draws
feel like
nearer.
Hulkenberg's definitely the most devoted for sure. Her and Grievous, but Grievous is no longer with. Got another cussing. We haven't had one of these in a
Judah!
Lady Juna!
Is she from Tangled? Y'all know that Disney movie? Her hair is long. Jeez. Sparkly eyes, bro.
Far away sky, blue and clear. Echo my wish, so that all may hear. One and all born to this land, as here we stand. Let us greet the rising dawn, hand in hand.
Got the light shining on the poor, on the misfortunate.
Away sky so clear. Let my wish echo.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie, she was sick of that motherfucker, bro. Let me go ahead and like what? She looks like a human, like probably the closest thing to a human, to be honest. Minus the eyes. It's always like the eyes that's the one trait. But she even like dresses like a human, like.
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage.
We're not going
Next,
there, are we?
Our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78 Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden! Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
There's something shady about him that we don't know about, but I'm not really sure what it is. I feel like, I don't think he's as bad as Luis, but he's also shady.
Nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Guido!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly.
That nigga ugly as hell, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this
Sorry,
being
bro.
a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctis have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Friar! Where's Count Louise?
Bro, if he dropped down from the sky again, I feel like he's gonna do the same little entrance he did before. Please don't.
Right, all right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Of course he had something to do with Luis. Oh my goodness.
So he was one of Luis's men.
What is with Luis and hiring these goth-looking guys, bro?
He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you. What our country needs is power. Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea.
What the heck?
Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow. If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Facts. Who are these people? These are the most random people ever.
We have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
I can hear them talking in the dialogue. An Elden boy.
Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
Oh, bro, who do you think you are? That NPC has like the most screen time, bro. You are a background character with all that screen time. I've seen her talk like 5 different times.
The with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey, Hulkenberg.
What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Last, I say! Wait! Found you behave!
Is that for us? I think part of this cutscene was in the trailer. I remember this.
It's quick!
Wait, it's headed right for the...
It'll crash! Whoa!
The first like super black guy and he is effing stuff up. Are you serious? Come on, bro. He just set my race back, bro. You setting my race back, eh?
Beautiful. So much for a first impression.
Whoa! Isn't he a marvel, chums?
You don't! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have I cared? It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time. Feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all.
It wasn't even my idea, bro.
I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go, prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin.
We must take to the road.
Let's go, though. A tournament arc that we actually get to play, though? Like, that's actually fire. I'm not gonna lie. I love tournaments and anime, bro. And now we finna... This is so fire.
Hold on to something or I'll get blown up.
It's incredible.
So what are we on? This is like one of the things that Star Wars, like them giant Star Wars, four-legged, whatever they, I forgot what they're called. Popularity rank 5,000. Okay, that's a nowhere near top 3. I ended up standing out more than I expected. I've gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this a part of my mission today. My prediction, low-key, I feel like something bad's gonna happen to the prince. I feel like the curse has something more to do with it. I'm not saying that we're gonna have to end up killing him, but who knows though? I don't know. Because I don't know.
Can you hear me?
Will I run her along the main road, eh? The others seem to be doing as much. You're just as crazy as this rudder.
Let's see.
Petria, Old Castletown. Yeah, we're not going to the other places that they're going, are we? 3 campfires. Oh my goodness. There it is. City on the main road between Grand Trad and Port Brylehaven. The old castle looming over the city center is an incredible sight to behold.
Oh.
Say less. Let's run up in it.
This is amazing. I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft.
How did she even get him? Like, at first I was thinking he was goofy. This is cool. You see the inside of this?
I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me that? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you used to talk with the driver? Convenient, that.
Okay, he's not setting my race back. I take it back. And I don't even know your name, bro. Why are you just called the pilot?
Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Fuck! I'm not in this for the money, boy.
He definitely didn't set my race back. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be like, nah, I need my money. He's better than me, actually. Maybe I'm setting my race back. He's better than me.
Is it that? Like...
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Chinwag?
Isn't it?
It's amazing, I'm not gonna lie.
It's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
So she knows him, probably in the past.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
So if they have wings, they're called Ishinis, and Marie's a half-blood. So I'm guessing she's probably parked that in something else.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
Bro's beard is crazy. It don't even go down. It just goes like straight through his mustache.
Are you there? I'm coming in.
Oh, there. Little flashback.
Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
Too much to do.
Neurus is actually a memorable name, too.
To business, then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But, pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Good God.
Yo! That's different from what we're in, though, isn't it?
Is this
Oh, it is this. Why did it look different?
Craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince. Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Neurus, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders?
Hell nah.
You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died and... I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable!
I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through.
Right.
And then, finally...
I wonder if we're gonna tell him about the plan and then tell him that the prince is still alive. But y'all gotta let me know the name of this OSD in the comments. Please let me know, please.
You imbecile! A
Chill.
lonely, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Chill.
Mercy, please. Look, take my head if you must, milady. But leave the Bally runner alone.
He's like, kill me. Don't take my runner. Chill, though. Like, I get why she could be a little mad, but like, he's still spent all that time working on it. Chill.
Look.
He thinks he's dead too, so.
Runner. Tis fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate. For both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Bro, she had to use force. That is so funny. Another thing I noticed about Hulkenberg, bro, since I've been playing the game, like, is this just game design or is there like something with her race? Because her hair always changes colors. Like, you see how it's supposed to be dark red on the little, like, the model for when she's talking? Well, sometimes, like, her hair goes from, like, a orange color to being, like, dark red. And then sometimes it'll even look like like, all color literally gets absorbed from her hair in some cutscenes. So it's like, what's going on with her head, bro? Her hair be shape-shifting.
You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where, last I heard. So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness, is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay His mercy.
Understood.
All right. Dang, the prince has actually done a lot for these guys. Even though he's only like, I don't even know how old he is.
Handle an undercover operation.
He's young as
I
hell.
know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
I think. Maybe.
Bro flexing.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
For sure.
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
Yeah. Better than nothing.
Better than no support at all, isn't it?
Besides, lad, you'll not find a faster machine than this.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brilehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Alright, so Gallica snitched.
Don't worry.
W.
All
Gallica.
part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
I trust all of you.
I trust all of you completely.
Good enough for me. A captain's got to trust his crew, after all. The bounty's Heisme, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand.
Okay, good.
And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant.
And who knows, bro? He could turn into a monster for all we know. All the weird things we fight in this game.
Our fate rests in this plan of yours,
Like,
Stroll.
not far-fetched at all.
I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Really feels like our journey for real started now, for sure.
Feel free to use anything in the Gauntlet Runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know.
We got everything in
Look around more
here.
thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. Now I'll not get past it without days on the road together. So,
Days, damn.
if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
I suppose. This shit is actually fire, bro. The Gauntlet Runner. The Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities, such as the strategy room, the lounge, and the kitchen. And this music is fire. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with them. So this is our new base of operations, bro. This is so cool, gay. Look at all like the seats too. I feel like we're gonna have a big party when it's said and done. This is about to be fire, bro. Well, hey, with that being said, next episode it says explore the Gauntlet Runner. We're gonna do that, and we're also going to see if we can take down Haizame. You know, this was basically a setup episode, you know. Normally gonna be episodes where we have long dungeons and then fight a boss, and episodes where we just learn about the world and chill, bro. But if you enjoyed it, hit the like button. I'm really enjoying this game. At the end of Metaphor, I probably need to make a video talking about like why I like this game and stuff like that, because it's definitely different, I would say, than other Atlus games for sure. I love like the characters and how much life they put inside of the game. Like some games I feel like have a lot of ambition, but it's because they have such a big ambition that they don't flush out all of the areas correctly. Like, and it could be the smallest things that throw games off, like the voice acting or how characters interact with each other. But this game, I feel like it all does it so well, bro. Like it's the perfect mix of like, we didn't grow up with each other, but we're all on a mission together for this one goal, and they're kind of learning and bonding with each other through that. One thing that I didn't like about Persona 5 was kind of how like after each character was done with their like little segment of the story, it kind of just felt like, why are they here? You know what I mean? It felt like if you took the main character out of the picture, the story would fall flat. Whereas in this game, bro, if the main character Will were to die right now, Hulkenberg and Stroll, they'd be sad obviously, but they would still try to find a way to wake up the prince themselves probably. So it's like the main character is supposed to act as a crutch to like everyone you meet and stuff like that, but it shouldn't be the end all be all, you know. Another thing about Persona 2, like I liked in Persona 3 how like characters could interact with each other off screen, whereas in like Persona 5, right, they would only interact with Joker and you can only see how they act around Joker, and I didn't really like that. And this game has like a lot of different like cutscenes and stuff like that and all of that, so it's like, you know. But with this game, I wouldn't even mind if they only interacted with Will directly, because they're always with Will. They're all on a journey together. Whereas in Persona, you would do a dungeon or something, then everyone would go their separate ways, because they're not about to be at the house with Joker 24/7. You get what I'm saying? So it's like a little bit of the small life things in this game that elevate it for me. And we only like 11 hours in now. So like I feel like this is gonna be up there when I'm done playing it. Like this game is fire, bro, like for sure. But hey, bro, I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Drop a like if you stay to the end. Definitely subscribe, bro. Love all of y'all. And shoot, Celtic out. Peace. I'll see y'all in the next Metaphor.